Hey kids, it's Mr. and Fly here, hope you're well. We've ditched the UK and moved to Spain. Okay, of course, when I say we've moved to Spain, it is, of course, only a temporary measure to get away from the absolute hideousness that is the depths of the blighty winter. So we've come down here, and thanks to my new trailer, we've been able to bring a couple of bikes with us too. So for the next few weeks, we're going to be riding all around Spain, me and Mrs. Fly on our Kawasaki's. I cannot wait. Anyway, talking of my new trailer, let me show you the setup. Okay folks, so welcome to the underground parking here at our splendid apartment in Spain. Now, we've only got one parking spot unfortunately, so I've elected to put the trailer with the bikes in that parking spot. It looks like this. There we go, it fits in there, an absolute treat. Now I've literally just towed the trailer in and popped it there and put some security on for last night because we only got here yesterday. So what I want to do now is take the security off. Obviously I want to get the bikes out, just make sure that they fared okay in the journey. I'm going to move the trailer around, back it right up against the wall, then in the future we can just park the bikes in front of the trailer with some locks on. Hopefully that'll work all right during our stay. Right, I'll get in the trailer, see how they fared. Right, there we go, trailer open. Bikes are still upright. They have moved a little bit. If you look at Carol's bike, you can see it's slightly on her. And this one also, originally, the handlebars were actually jammed together quite tightly. That's not touching anything. I don't think that's going to damage it, but this is why I covered them in those packing blankets, so that if there was any movement, things would be okay. You'll notice I also I taped some cloths on the side where the handlebars touch the side of the trailer. So again, if there was any movement, then they're only going to go onto the cloths and not actually damage the trailer. Anyway, this looks like they've stood the test of the journey, which was a 2-day drive down here. Let's get all the covers off, get them out, and just check them over. Okay, so I managed to get Carol's bike out. It's over there, and indeed there had been a slight problem in that it was sat in there, and this particular tie down here was out of the hook. It had obviously gone. You see that hook there? There should be in it, and it obviously is not. So what had happened is we must have gone over a big bump, of which you do occasionally, bit of negative G, and I think that hook came out. So what that's taught me is when I tie them down to come back, is I put the hooks in and I'll put some gaffer tape around the hook, so that if you do go over big bumps, they can't come out. So that's a lesson I've learned. Unfortunately, it does mean there's a slight bit of damage to the bikes. Nothing major, but it's annoying nonetheless. Here we go. On the bar end here on my Kawasaki, look, you can see we've just got some scratches there. Hopefully you can see that in the light. And then if we look at Carol's bike, where that bar end was contacting on her brake fluid reservoir, look, it's absolutely scratched that to death. So it's just the top, so they're superficial and annoying. I'll get those replaced when they get serviced, but anyway, I've learnt a lesson there. Right, now to get my bike out. And as if by magic, my bike is now out of the trailer, nice and empty, so that's all good. So yeah, all I've got to do now then is get these. I move these mirrors myself, obviously I brought spanners with me. I move these mirrors back into the sort of riding position, and then yeah, we should be good to go, ready to go for a ride. Well, actually not quite so fast. I'm not quite ready to go for a ride because of course I want to turn this trailer around. The idea being if I turn it round and back it up against the wall, because we've only got the one parking space, I'll be able to park both bikes in front of the hitch sort of thing, and hopefully there'll be space for the trailer and 2 bikes in that spot. Anyway, I'll have a little move around and we'll see how that works. All right, there we go, fit in there a treat. Very pleased with that, so that's absolutely great. It's just a shame that I don't know who owns these other spaces, because there's so many spaces in this car park, and I'm sure they're not going to all be used during the winter. It'd be nice to actually stick my car down there. I've had to stick it out on the road. Anyway, so that's that done, all sorted. Absolutely fine, other than those little dinks that are easily sorted. I might even spray them up myself when I get home as a little project. But yeah, all that's left to do now is take them for a ride.
Well, here we are then, folks, out on the bike in Spain. What an absolute treat to be out for a ride in lovely weather again. I'm recording this 14th of January. When I left Blighty, it was 2 degrees centigrade and foggy, and it seems to have been foggy for absolutely weeks. I haven't been out on the bike properly for ages, and I think the last time I went out on the bike was to record that last of the Kawasaki Ninja 1100 SX reviews, and it was an absolutely freezing day, so I've been dreaming of riding on roads like this. Well, not this particular road, but in weather like this. I've no idea where I'm going. I don't really know this area very well. Just for your information, we're on the outskirts of Marbella in Andalusia. So I have ridden, you know, round about within sort of 30 miles of here a lot in the past, because this is quite close to where I used to come and ride with Toro Adventure. But that was about, I don't know, 2 or 3 years ago since I came out and saw those guys. Anyway, doing it under our own steam this time. And on my own motorcycle. What an absolute treat to be doing this on the Z900 RS. Now it may look a little bit cloudy, and indeed it is. But it's been a beautiful day today. It's only about, technically only about 15 degrees centigrade. But in the sunshine it feels a lot warmer. There's the main motorway down there to Marbella. But when you're used to those cold temperatures like we get at home this time of year, this is absolute bliss. Oh, I have missed these Spanish roads. Fantastic. I can tell we're going to have a month of fun. So anyway, let me explain what's going on then, why we're here, how we got here, all that sort of thing. So basically, I can't be doing with the depths of British winters, January and February. The only highlight for me during those months is going skiing. But you can't do that at home. Funny enough, you can do that here in Spain. But anyway, I digress. So for years and years I've always wanted to disappear for a good few weeks in those depths of winter. And this year is the first year I've been in a position to do that. So that's what we've done. We got here, of course, we brought the trailer with us with mine and Mrs. Fly's bikes in, so that meant we had to drive down. Long old drive down. We went to Portsmouth, then we got the ferry to Santander in northern Spain. I've never done that crossing before. I'm not a great sailor, so I was a little bit worried about it because it's a long old crossing. I think we were on the boat for something like 36 hours. Certainly we had 2 nights on the ferry. But actually it was alright. Given we were going across the Bay of Biscay, it could have been very rough, but I think we had it very easy. We had a pretty calm crossing and no problems at all. The only problem was a really rubbish breakfast on the on the ferry, which was absolutely shocking. And if you ever go on there, don't bother with a breakfast. Just take yourself a croissant or something before you go. But yeah, other than that, the ferry crossing was absolutely fine. Then we drove right the way north to south of Spain. Took us 2 days. We stopped just outside Madrid at a hotel, and then we drove down here to our base for the next month or so. As I say, just outside Marbella. So looking forward to exploring the area, finding out a bit more about it. I'm looking forward to doing some of the old familiar roads as well. I'm definitely going to go up to Ronda and that Ronda road. I've been there a few times. I've been lucky enough in the past, but I want to go up there with Carol and let her experience riding that road if she wants to, and all sorts of other places to explore, I'm sure. Wow, look at this road. Fantastic. So I need to get my hand in on these roads again and just remind myself what it's like riding in Spain. And I already love it. And that's my intention for this first little ride out. I've got my Aiotchi C3 with me, as you can see. The only problem with these, they're great little units, and I'm using this as my primary sat-nav, so this is the first time I've used it properly in earnest, where I really needed it. The only problem is when the sun's behind you, it's not, the screen isn't that bright. Could just do with turning up the brightness a bit, but you can't really complain for 70 quid, can you? And I've mentioned it before, but there's a link below in the video if you want one of these for 70 quid. Link below, and I'll get you 20% off. So when you first go in, I think it's something like 90 quid, and then when you go into the checkout, you get your discount. Anyway, if you fancy one of those, go and help yourself. But that's what I'm going to be using on this trip. I just hope the sun isn't behind me all the time like it is at the moment, which makes it difficult to read. Oh, look at this new villa. That looks alright, doesn't it? Do you fancy that? Oh yeah. I think you need a spare million or two for one of those. Right, what else to tell you about this trip? I'm going to be making a few videos while we're here, of course. Just some trips out with Mrs. Flyer. I'm also going to do a comparison video of the Z900 RS, which I'm on at the moment, versus the Z650 RS, which is Mrs. Flyer's bike. Of course, we own them both, so we can give you completely unbiased reviews. We'll hear what she's got to say, obviously, about her bike, and I'll do a bit of a comparison of the two, in case you're considering buying either, so stay tuned to the channel if you're interested in that. And also, she's had her bike now for, I think, 6 months. So, oh, here we are. Oyen. Been here before. Nice. So, yeah, so we'll get her as well to give you a sort of a new rider's summary of what the Z650 RS is like from a new rider's point of view. Look at this scenery already. Absolutely stunning. And out to the stunning Mediterranean. I also want to go to Gibraltar. I've never been there before. So one day, if I get a chance, I'm going to ride out to Gibraltar and I'll take the camera along. I don't know if there's much there, but we'll find out, won't we? Anyway, so that's what's coming up on the channel. I'm going to intersperse those videos with some stuff that I've already got in the can, some bike reviews and stuff like that, so it won't all be just us here in Spain, so never fear if you don't want to watch Spanish stuff. Where shall I go? I don't know. Let's go this way. And I know what you're thinking. Well, where are you staying then? What's that place like? Well, we've rented ourselves an apartment which turned out to be an absolute corker. So I shall hand you back now to Mrs. Flyer to give you the tour in the usual way, because I know you're nosy and you like that sort of thing. So yeah, go check out where we're staying.
So morning all, welcome to our apartment for the next couple of weeks. Let me take you on the obligatory tour. So we've got a lovely patio area which has got the sun in the morning. Come on in. Try not to hit the glass. Yep. For when it's a bit cooler, nice conservatory area. Through to the main living room. Keep up.
I'm sorry, I'm going as fast as I can. I'll trip over or walk into that glass door again.
Yeah. So actually it's really comfortable, so we're really fortunate. So it's a good living kitchen area.
Hang on, you've missed me workstation. Look at this, I'm not here on holiday, you know.
Oh,
look,
yeah,
working.
Trying to convince people he's doing some work.
Right. I'm making this video. Go on, carry on.
Right, tedious but really useful functional utility area with washing all of our bags.
I don't think we need to look at our smalls.
No, they're not. They're still in the washing machine.
Great kitchen. Do you like this
kitchen? No,
it's
really good. Right.
Very fancy. Oh, stuff for Greek salad. Look how healthy this is. Freddie Dobbs, eat your heart out.
Right. It's a nice hallway. So it's 2 bedroom, 2 bathroom. They're mirror images. So coming through here, we've got bedroom. Obviously, there's air conditioning or heating in the winter. Loads of storage space. Bathroom, separate shower, a bit dark at the moment, but
yeah, we've got a bulb out.
But that's been done tomorrow, so it's really handy and that's cool.
Lovely.
And in fact, the other bedroom's just the same. So this is the other bedroom. The bathroom is the same.
Cool.
Ta-da!
Yeah. And then there's another bathroom just down here. In that one there.
Yeah.
Do you want to turn the light on? It's a bit noisy.
So. This one's cool as well.
Cool.
I know.
Nice. So, we seem to have lucked out with this apartment, don't we, Mrs. F?
Yes.
So, we're looking forward to getting out on the bike?
Yes.
So, yeah, we'll be doing some more riding soon. Stay tuned. All right, so that's the setup here in Spain for the next few weeks. I've got to get on now and edit this video so you can see this. I think it's scheduled for the 22nd of January, so not too long until you'll be seeing this. Then the next video after that is the Hypermotard 698 Mono review. Well, my final ride on that bike, an absolutely hooligan machine. Obviously, I filmed that back in Blighty before we left. Then hopefully the video after that on the 29th will be another vlog from here in Spain. So let me know if there's anything in particular you want to know about or learn about or see while we're over here. And hopefully we'll try and bring that to you here on the channel. All right, that's it for now. Look forward to speaking to you again soon. Until then, this has been the Mr. and Flyer. Cheerio.
Well, that's not a bad view, is it? stop recording.